So some of you may say, hey, I recognize that chainsaw, you just worked on that one. Well, close. That previous one was an earlier model than this one. This one's that one was 1971 or 2, I forget model. This one is a Stihl 011 AV. It's a 1978 model, and this one runs great. There was 2 problems with it. I already fixed one. The shutoff switch wasn't working. It just needed to be put back in place. It was just knocked out of place. But the more serious problem is the oil pump. Now, most oil pumps on modern day chainsaws are underneath the flywheel, and as the flywheel spins, it turns a warm screw type pump, and it pumps oil through this hole. But this one is completely different, doesn't even work on the same principle. It's a diaphragm in here, just a paper diaphragm. I have the part like that, rubber, I guess that's rubber actually. And what it does is it takes impulse from the crankcase and pulses and sends oil through here. Now, parts are impossible to get on these things. You just can't find them. So I had to buy the rebuild kit. I couldn't buy the whole oil pump. That's what I would rather have done. This was $30 for this little piece and a spring. That's it. And of course there's a filter on there too, but there's no filters available. There was a used one on eBay. So it's not a complicated system. It's easy to get into, but I'm really worried that this isn't going to work. Now, I had no idea how to do this. I had to get on YouTube. I've never seen one like this. And there was one video that showed how to do it. And when they showed, they didn't actually show the disassembly of the pump itself. So it tells me they must have ran into trouble and edited it out. They did get it finished. I mean, it was working when they finished, and they did say that it was the diaphragm. But really don't know how they did it. So we'll just have to figure it out on our own, I guess. Okay, so now it just comes off. And there is a hose that is attached to the end of this, but I think I already took the hose off. I might have to, oh, I can even reach down there and get it with my finger. There it is. Okay, so it looks like there is a retaining clip there that I got to figure out how to get off. I'm a little bit concerned about this. So I am going to go off camera. I'm going to try to get that retaining clip off. We'll go from there. Okay, so what I did, there's the retaining clip right there. So what I did was I jammed my pocket knife in between the retaining clip and the back wall there, and it came off. There is nothing really holding it on. It just kind of stays there. So now we have to assume that that took care of the problem. Okay, so it is coming loose. I'm trying to be very careful because I don't know what's really going on in here other than a spring. Aha, okay, good. Okay. Here. I'm not sure I see it must be the springs on the other side, I guess. So yeah, they look the same. There might be rips in there or something. I'm just trying to figure out before I take it off what could possibly be wrong with it. This spring looks itty bitty compared to this spring. Big difference in spring sizes. That's a little concerning. So I'm going to clean this up with some carburetor cleaner. Okay, so I got it all apart and I got it cleaned up pretty good. It was a little difficult, but I think I got it. I used a wire brush, a little brass brush on the end of my drill, my pocket knife, and a little wire brush. But that's a pretty weak aluminum, so I had to be careful. So I'm going to put in the new spring and the new diaphragm. I'm going to rinse this one more time just to be sure that there's no metal particles anywhere. I don't know about this new spring. I may be taking it apart and doing it again. Putting the old spring back in. Put it in here, that way I can compress that spring easier. My clip fell off. I'll put it on after I get the screw on, that way I don't have to worry about holding everything. Maybe one on the other post. Yep, more room over here. Okay, I'm going to put some oil in it and see what happens. Okay, you might be able to see some of that oil. It started raining, so a lot of it washed off, but you might be able to see some of that oil come. It came out, so that's all good news. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video where it's working on something. So hope I can inspire you to work on something old when you're living your dreams. Thanks for watching.